What's up, guys? Welcome back. So let's do a little bit more jiu-jitsu. This one is for you guys who already know jiu-jitsu. Okay, I mean, it may not be the best technique for those who are just starting, but that's why we have the easy armbar videos, the easy series. But this one is for more intermediate or advanced. So what I want to show you guys is how to add to your escapes from side pin or side mount bottom, side control bottom, right? There are many names for it, but it's the one where the person has a side control where it's squared up like this, okay? Where you got both knees on the mat, both elbows on the mat, and he has head and arm control. So watch this. Jag here, please. Side pin. So you're here. So Jago has me in a side pin. Yes, either with a reverse cross face like this, or maybe he has a regular cross face and he has his hands together or not. But look. His elbows are on the mat, okay, near my body. And if we rotate, let's rotate the position. His knees are also on the mat, okay? So it's not the type of side pin where it's like sprawled out or kesa, reverse kesa gatami, none of that. Just this one, okay? Like I call it the square side pin because he's making pretty much 4 points of a square with these elbows and knees. So normally, there's a technique that they call like hip escape or shrimp escape. So basically, it's going to the guard. So what people, like how I learned it before was to put the elbow down on the hip, okay, and then many versions. One very popular one is to either bridge, then shrimp, and then you bring your legs into the guard, right, where you go all the way to close guard, and that's good, it works. But the problem with that is they'll follow you, right? Like if I'm here, watch this. So let's say I successfully get my elbow on his hip, okay? And then I start to shrimp out or bridge or hip out, he's going to follow. So obviously, even if I bridge like this, once I move my hips out, his right knee, okay, the one closest to my legs, is going to follow me. So as I shrimp, he's going to counter. So I can't get my leg in. So even if I try to do this, so block it, go. It's hard to get my leg inside. You see it? I'm struggling now to get this knee inside. So how do you prevent that? How do you stop that? That's a common counter, right? Where they follow. So watch this. The trick is this one. You do get the frame here on the hip, okay? So for you guys who already know this, the frame of the hip, the same. And I lift my knee up like this. So my knee goes close to his hip bone. Okay, not really his back. Okay, this is just rotate just now. So watch this. Right here, stop. Okay, control. So my foot goes up. I put my knee close to his hip. It's like like his from the knee to the hip and from the shoulder to the hip. It's like an intersection, like a triangle. I put my knee right there. See here. Okay, so not here, not here, here, right by the hip. Okay, my other foot is still posted. Now I keep my foot up higher than my knee. Now here's the trick, guys. This hand, I'm not really gonna bring it here. Like normally, because that's hard. He's gonna block it with his head. Block yours. Don't let me get it. Don't block. Yeah, he's gonna block with his hand. Okay, go back, or his head. Put your head down. Yes, and block with the head. So what you do is you thumb pose. You put your thumb here inside his shoulder. Okay, hold tight, Jax. Okay, now Jago's gonna counter me full on. I'm gonna hip out or shrimp out and try to get this right knee into the guard. Okay, ready, Jags? And go counter. He's not gonna be able to stop it. You see that? Then now I've already gained a hook. I can step on the hook now. From here I create space, I block the shoulder, and then this is a whole other class on how to attack. But did you see how I got the hook in? Okay, here's the secret, guys, watch. It's that shoulder post. So I post on the hip here with my forearm, rotate one time just so you can see. Okay, so look at this. Even if he traps my arm, connect your knee in. Okay, here. So if I start to move around, it's hard. It's hard to get this in. So look what you do. You turn your thumb down and you move away from the knee, from his left knee. So the knee that's near my head, I move away from it as I turn my thumb down and I kind of push him down. So I do this. Ready? Resist, Jags. Okay. See, I can't get in here. Resist. Look at this. I move my thumb down, then I get in. You see over time? Yeah. So I push, resist, full, go. Look, I go down and I press. See, as he follows, follow, Jags. As he follows, you're gonna be at 1 second where my thumb can come back up and my elbow goes in. Okay, little trick. Okay, so now I'm framing. And when I frame the hip, I use this part from my elbow to half of my forearm. This is the part I use to frame, not the half of the forearm to the wrist. That's a weaker part. Okay, so once I'm in, let's rotate back. The whole move today is on that shoulder, the shoulder post. So I hold tight, Jax. Close your hands together. Yes, so I post my hand here. Okay, and then now my leg goes up. And as I hip out, I push this shoulder down. I hold him down here so that it buys me time to sneak this knee in, which I start to kip or wiggle, right, to get in, right? So this is heavily inspired by, John Danaher and Gordon Ryan and their team. They do this escape really well. But I really love this detail with posting the shoulder. Okay, so ready, Jax? And control, so look, go. Don't let me escape. See, so I'm trying. See, I can't get out. Watch this, right? Keep going. Look, pressure, shake, and you're in. Yeah, exactly. So pressure. So let me do it by myself one time, Jax, so they can see. So disengage. So I'm here. So I frame the hip, post on the shoulder, knee on the hip. So there are 3 frames happening: knee, elbow, and hand post. Now watch. As I hip out, I press down as hard as I can on the shoulder. I'm trying to hold him in place. I'm not trying to push him away. I just need to hold him in place. So as I hip out, I wiggle this leg. Here, look. So I'm like this, right? I hold him, framing. As I hip out, I wiggle this leg. You kip it, you shake it, shake, and then it's down. And the reason my foot is higher than my knee is, so when I hip out and wiggle down, my knee actually enters the pocket. That's a very John Danaher detail, If you go by his instructionals, he's the best, at BJJ Fanatics. So this side pin escape is very heavily influenced by them, by watching their material, and then of course my experience and training and trying different things out. And I figured this shoulder post, because it's always hard for me to get under the neck, to go to this one, like a cross face. Like some people will frame the hip, but they'll be able to, relax, Jax, they'll be able to come under successfully and go here. This is very hard to get, right? It's not easy. What do you think, Jax? Is it easy? Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's tough. Okay, so he's gonna do it. Yeah, see, he just does that with his head. Look at that. He's just connecting his head to my elbow, the outside of my elbow. Go ahead. I can't get in, right? But what I can do, hold tight. Look, what I can do is I can try to maneuver my hand in. That's not that hard. It's not that hard to get this, So once I get this one, and then we go live, ready, go, stop. See, couple of shakes, and you feel me pushing it, it stops it. Yeah. What Jack was saying is he can't follow me. So one more time. So look what happens if I don't push this. Let's say I just try to wiggle my leg, okay, and I try to pressure his head. Ready, go. The wiggle doesn't work. This isn't the one that makes the technique work. For me, it's this. What do you think for you? Oh, this one, right? So we're here. Go again, tight again. Ready, go. So it's that one, the little push here, right? So guys, I hope this helps out.
Tumitigil na ako dun sa pag-push.
Yeah. So what Jack is saying is he can't go any further from where he is at that point. That's it. That's the max amount he can follow me in terms of range, and I can go more because that hand, So guys, this is, like I said, this technique, this video is more for you guys who are like Jiu-Jitsu addicts and fanatics, and have been practicing already. So maybe you can add this little shoulder post, this thumb post on the shoulder to your side pin escapes, and see how you like it. Again, this works if the side pin is square. Okay, knees down, elbows down. Okay. When they start sprawling, switching, like, it's different, right? That's the thing about side pins. There's so many types. You need to know how to escape each and every one. I thought I'd share this little trick that I've been working on and experiencing here. So I hope you guys like it. Any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you guys, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this one. Ready? Here we go.